Have you ever wondered why some people who look financially successful always seem to be under financial pressure? The nice car, the expensive apartment, the latest phone, weekend restaurants, designer clothes. From the outside, it looks like they are doing well. But sometimes, the appearance of success is being funded by debt, monthly payments, and money that never gets the chance to become wealth. Consider a young professional in the United States. Let's call him Daniel. Daniel earns about $85,000 a year. After federal and state taxes, Social Security, Medicare, and other deductions, he might take home roughly $5,300 a month, depending on where he lives and his personal situation. That sounds comfortable. And it can be. But Daniel also wants his lifestyle to reflect his income. He rents a nice apartment for $2,000 a month. His car payment is $650. Insurance and fuel add another $300. Student loan payments cost him $350. Then there is his phone, subscriptions, eating out, clothing, travel, and everyday spending. And like millions of people, Daniel doesn't always pay his credit card balance in full. Suppose another $500 a month goes toward credit card spending and other lifestyle expenses. Suddenly, that $5,300 monthly income doesn't feel particularly large anymore. $2,000 for housing, $650 for the car, $300 for transportation costs, $350 for student loans, $500 toward credit card spending. That's already $3,800. And we haven't included groceries, utilities, healthcare, savings, emergencies, or investments. Daniel isn't necessarily irresponsible. That's what makes this problem interesting. He's simply living a lifestyle that looks reasonable for someone earning $85,000. And that's where the hidden mistake begins. The mistake isn't always buying something expensive. The mistake is allowing every increase in income to become an increase in the cost of maintaining your identity. When Daniel gets a raise, he doesn't necessarily become wealthier. Maybe his salary increases by $10,000. Instead of allowing some of that additional income to build savings and investments, he moves into a more expensive apartment. Then he upgrades his car. Then his vacations become more expensive. His income went up. But so did the minimum amount of money required to maintain his lifestyle. This is lifestyle inflation. And the psychology behind it is surprisingly powerful. Humans don't evaluate money in isolation. We compare ourselves with the people around us. If your colleagues drive newer cars, your 5-year-old car can suddenly feel old. If your friends live in expensive neighborhoods, your affordable apartment can start feeling like a sign that you're falling behind. And social media makes this comparison almost impossible to escape. You don't see someone's savings account. You see the restaurant. You see the vacation. You see the new car. You see the apartment. The visible parts of financial life are often the most expensive parts. The invisible parts are usually boring. Cash reserves, retirement accounts, investments, debt that has been paid off, years of consistent saving. Nobody posts a picture of their brokerage account before going to work. Now let's look at the maths. Imagine Daniel could reduce his lifestyle expenses by just $600 a month. That's not an extreme change. It's roughly $20 a day. If he invested that $600 every month and earned an average annual return of 7% over 20 years, he could accumulate roughly $312,000. Not because he found a secret investment. Not because he became a millionaire overnight. Simply because money that would have disappeared into lifestyle spending was given time to compound. And this is where looking successful can become expensive. Every recurring payment is more than a monthly expense. It's a commitment against future income. A $700 car payment isn't just $700 this month. It's $700 that cannot be used for an emergency fund, retirement contribution, investment, education, or simply greater financial flexibility. The same applies to housing, subscriptions, financing, and revolving credit card balances. The problem becomes even more serious when debt is involved. A person can have a high income and still have very little financial freedom. They can earn $100,000 a year and feel trapped by payments. Meanwhile, someone earning considerably less may have fewer obligations, lower fixed expenses, and a growing amount of savings. Income matters. But the gap between income and lifestyle is what creates financial flexibility. Financially intelligent people tend to think about money differently. They don't necessarily avoid nice things. They simply don't need every purchase to communicate something about their success. They understand that a comfortable life and an impressive-looking life are not always the same thing. They may drive an ordinary car even when they can afford a luxury one. They may stay in the same apartment after receiving a raise. They may spend more on something they genuinely value while being completely indifferent to things that impress other people. The goal isn't to look poor. It's to avoid becoming financially dependent on looking successful. Because real financial strength is often difficult to see. It looks like having options. It looks like being able to handle an unexpected expense without using a credit card. It looks like being able to leave a bad job without immediately facing a financial crisis. It looks like having investments that quietly grow while nobody is watching. And perhaps most importantly, it looks like not needing every new purchase to prove that you're doing well. So the next time your income increases, there is an interesting question worth asking. Not what can I afford now, but what part of this increase can I keep? Because earning more can improve your life. But if every additional dollar becomes another monthly obligation, your lifestyle may grow faster than your financial freedom. And that's the strange paradox of looking successful. Sometimes the more successful you try to look, the harder it becomes to actually become financially secure. If you found this perspective useful, consider subscribing for more calm, practical conversations about money and financial psychology.